Hello my beautiful friends, and welcome to Tailor Made Beauty by Kris. A few of you asked to see my no makeup look, and here we go. Sometimes, you just don't feel like putting on a ton of makeup. It's summertime, things tend to be a little lighter, or like me the other day, totally forgot I had to take the dog to the vet, needed something quick to slap on my face to look more put together than I was feeling, or maybe you overslept and you're late for work, or you had an extra long workout and now you need to get out the door a little bit faster than usual. Whatever the case is, sometimes it's really handy to have a not terribly made up look that you can go to. So if you'd like to see this, stay tuned. My morning skincare routine is done and I have applied my sunscreen, which today is the Australian Gold. I applied that about 20 minutes ago. I like to let it dry down completely. And I am going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. This is the hydrating one, and I used to own it. I couldn't find it anywhere, so you know what, it's pretty inexpensive, so I picked up another one and I got the brush. It's sub $10 and the brush was sub $7 I think at my local Target, and I just work it in and am pouncing this and just kind of working it in where I want that smooth look. So wrinkles in the forehead, pores and wrinkles around my cheek area, my nose. Get those lines. And the directions on this actually say to let it sit for 30 seconds. So that's good. And what I usually do now is I take my MAC paint pot that I have in the shade Painterly and I put that on my eyelids. I'm not going to be doing any eyeshadow today, but I really like how this just evens out my eyelid shade. Covers over little dark marks, and honestly, for summer, I probably need a shade darker than Painterly. It's a little bright, but you know what? It's okay for right now. And I'm going to call it just about good on the primer. And I am using the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Powder Foundation. This is shade 230, and as you can see, I hit pan quite a while ago. I am really, really loving this foundation for summer. And I've taken to using this flat top brush from It Brushes for Ulta, and this says that it is the Airbrush Blurring Foundation number 101. And I am enjoying this. I've actually also been using it for liquid foundation. What? If you watch me, you know I don't like using a brush for foundation, but I don't know. I just feel like everything's going a little crazy these days. Why not? So I've got a bunch of product there on the brush, and I am just working this in, starting at the center, working my way out and up, and you can see I've got the remnants there and there and there of zits. Yay, right? Wrinkles and zits. Does it get any better than that? Okay, working it here. Again, I'm just starting at the center. And you can see I am going back to the palette pretty frequently because I do want to build up some coverage, right? My skin, but better. Again, covering up acne marks. I don't have a lot of discoloration on my face. So I consider myself lucky in that respect. And here, just a little bit left on my brush there. Pop it over the eyes, darken up that eyelid primer. rotate and just working it down my neck a little bit. And I think that's good. That's given me a nice palette, evened out my skin tone. All right. So that was step, 3, I guess, because I primed, I did my eyelids, used that foundation. Let's go in with a little blush. This, honestly, is one of my favorites. Yep, NYX Drugstore. This is the shade Hamptons. It is just a super soft peach, and I used up one of these, and I found it on Amazon. So I don't think NYX is, yes, still making this blush, but not this color. And you know what? If somebody's out of your favorite shade or not making it anymore, find it on Amazon. Yes, it's going to be old stock, but someone might still have it. And so you can see I've cheated this up kind of high because I think that just brightens and lifts everything. We're not doing contour today. We're not doing highlighter. Just take this big fat e.l.f. kabuki brush, blend that in. There you go. My brows. If I had not just tinted them a few days ago, I would be going in with some kind of brow tint product. But because I did tint them a few days ago, which I highly recommend, I did a video on it, on how easy it is. I will link that at the very end of this video if you want to check that out. And oh, by the way, show me some YouTube love. Thank you. That was YouTube love. I don't know if it came out like that. All right, this is the e.l.f. Clear Mascara and Lash, and brow. And usually, yeah, it's the dirty end that's for brow. So I'm just going in and I swipe up with this all and then just knock down the ones that are sticking up. And I think this side is empty. There was not a lot in there. So again, just sweeping it up to get the volume. But I don't want to look like Groucho Marx, so knocking the tops over. Okay? Like I said, I think that needs to go in the empties because there was not a lot in there. But the heck, why can't we use the mascara side? I don't know, that I can feel. There, that's a little bit better. Okay. And, all right, now I know if I just put mascara on, it's not going to quite get me there because while my lashes are getting longer, they're not really thick. So I have one of two techniques that I use for my lash line. So let's do the easiest one first, which is tight lining. Love me, my Marc Jacobs. This is the shade Irony. It's a dark gray. I am upset because it looks like Marc Jacobs has just abandoned the makeup line, and I have not found a good dupe for this. I know a lot of people like the 24/7 from Urban Decay. It does not last all day. This stuff lasts all day in a tight line. So I'm just going in right underneath my lashes. And as I've said before, I wear contacts. I'm used to sticking stuff in my eye. Normally I would be very carefully doing this in my 10x mirror, but since I'm getting ready with you, I know about where to stick it. And then I just come down a little bit. I feel in the corner out here and down a little bit. Okay, so you can see just what the tight lining has done. Now, you may not like to tight line. You may not feel comfortable tight lining. No problem. What I have is an angle brush. Yes, the Jeffree Star brushes for Morphe. I can't help it. They make me smile. Jeffree Star does not make me smile, but the brushes do. And this is either of the Wayne Goss palettes have this great shade of black. And so I am just picking that up. And now from the top, I am using the top of my lashes as like a guide, and I'm kind of sliding in on the top of the lash until I hit my eyelid. And that is how I am keeping it super close to the lashes and making a very thin line. And when I get to the inner corner, I am just literally just tapping it, okay? So now you can see what that looks like. And I'm just taking what's left and coming out here to the outer corner. I'm blending that in a bit with my finger. Okay? So the net effect is very similar. And I will say it's really 6 of one, half dozen of the other, what I will do on any given day. So now, today, Charlotte Full Fat Lashes, right? Did you see my mascara showdown video? Not a lot of you have watched that. I'm gonna link it at the end so you can watch both of those videos, because honestly, the mascara showdown was really surprising. All right, so here we go again. If I were doing this in my bathroom, I would be in my 10x mirror, but then I wouldn't be shooting with you. So I'm doing my best from the 2 feet away that I am from my mirror, right? But even look, just even one coat of mascara, right? This is why we love mascara. I will say the other thing that's a real challenge about doing mascara at a distance, my contacts, this one is corrected for close up, this one is corrected for distance. So when I am doing my right eye and I'm relying on my left eye, I really can't see much because it's corrected for way the heck out there. But when I switch and I'm using my right eye to look at my left eye, I'm like, oh, hey, I can see because it's corrected for close up. All right, I think I got that pretty even. Not too bad. 2 steps left to go. I do set my powder foundation with powder, right? Just because it's powder foundation doesn't mean it's not foundation. And the It Bye Bye Pores, right? This is my holy grail of finishing powder. It just, I like swiping it over my eyelids so then they don't feel sticky from that primer. And it just does a nice job of finishing blending that blush to make it look like that's just naturally how I look. And then lips. So I am going in today with a neutral lip. This is the Maybelline Made for All series in Mauve for Me 373. This ends up being quite nude looking on my lips, but you know, you could rock a really bold lip and get a really different look. There we go. All right. Voila. The no makeup look. Thank you so much for joining me and have a really fantastic day.